Morning, Jill.
Morning.
You busy?
Yes, I am.
Can we just grab you to one side?
You may, yeah.
Sit you down, have a little break, and
Yeah.
if we call Mr. Jill in as well. We'd like to have a few words. We'd like to have a few words with you.
Okay.
You work. Well, inland revenue, are you?
Right, what we're doing here, we're talking to people who we regard as heroes of the club. People who are behind the scenes, who without, there'll be no heartbeat of the club. And also, you know, the club will find it impossible, if not very difficult, to function. And what we'd like to ask you is, for example, Jill, Dave, who are you? What do you do at the club? Go on.
I'm Julie Farendens, and I suppose I'm boardroom hospitality. Is that right? Yeah, you reckon? Yeah. I think so, yeah.
And that's not just boardroom for the first team, though, is it?
No.
You've got your ladies as well.
I look after my girlies, yes, I do.
Yeah, so you could be here on a Saturday morning. Here we are, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll walk in. Mr. ETFC TV walks in. And Jilly's here, buzzing away, getting foods and bits and bobs ready.
Yeah.
And same again on when the ladies are at home on Sundays.
That's right,
Yeah.
Oh, I like we've had, not Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah, we've had midweeks and we had Tuesday, Wednesday. We had Tuesday men's game.
Wednesday ladies.
So
it's never ending.
It was two
two
nights on the spin and then again Saturdays. And, you know, but hey, you know, it's what you do.
It is. And Dave?
Yeah, technically I'm sort of acting stadium manager still. Safety officer.
Let's be fair, you was stadium manager.
Yeah, I did step down from the role a year ago, but no one's sort of come forward and done it, so I've said to Paul Reed I will continue on, carrying on doing what I do. That general duties, I mean, that comes from anything from putting a broom round to emptying the bins to making sure the PA's working. Well, I could go on for half an hour, the list of bits and pieces that you do, but you just sort of get a basic set that you know what you've got to do, so you get here and do it. You know, unlocking gates, locking up. Not just match day as well. I mean, I occasionally meet sort of contractors over here, people who come and service the lift and alarm system and fire extinguishers. You know, being self-employed is useful because I can make my time flexible, so I can work them sort of bits and pieces in. But yeah, you're here. A good majority of the week is based around football, and when we get several away games on the trot, it's sort of quite nice occasionally because you get a little couple of evenings in and sit down and put your feet up and watch the telly and have a cup of tea, and you know, that's nice. But other than that, it's basically revolves around planning for the next game, whenever the next game is, and it's never far away, as you know. Yeah.
Now, as yourselves as individuals, how did you come about being involved with Enfield? I mean, I know you guys were at Enfield Football Club previously, like many of us were. How did you come about being an Enfield Football Club supporter?
Me, particularly?
Yes.
My daughter Jess was mascot.
Okay.
Hemel Hempstead FA Cup.
Yeah, it was.
Many moons ago.
Do you know what year that was?
Oh Lord.
Good shout.
Do you know what?
Roughly.
I used to know, but it would
be in the 80s, before the 90s. It was 80 something.
Okay.
Must have been
80 something.
She was born 82.
Born 82, so she was about what, 6 or 7.
No, a bit older than that.
Oh, right,
a bit older than that.
Yeah, so we're looking at getting the late 80s.
Mid to late 80s.
Mid to late 80s, obviously.
And David always been, because his granddad used to play for Enfield FC.
Okay.
In the
1930s.
Wow.
Cherry Orchard Lane.
Cherry Orchard Lane days, etc. Before Southbury Road, etc. So
that's his involvement.
That was my sort of link with going along watching club.
But then I came because he said to me, well, Jess's mascot, you should come. Okay, fine. I came. I've been coming ever since.
And when you look back, what's your greatest memory of the Enfield days, the Enfield FC days? The memorable, something that really.
My favourite memory. There's millions, obviously, but my favourite memory is winning away at Chesterfield in the FA Cup.
Oh, you're not the first one to say that.
Yeah, that was absolutely cracking day. Absolutely cracking day. Didn't expect to go there and win. The one that followed it, Preston, was good because it was a nicer stadium and it was a nice place to go. But going there on that day and not expecting to win.
Wasn't that the year or the year after they actually reached the semi-finals of the League Cup as well, Chesterfield, didn't they?
Yes, I think they did.
Yeah, Kevin Davies up front.
Yeah. But that day was fantastic.
It
Absolutely
was amazing.
Absolutely amazing. And seeing there was about, I don't know, something like in the region of about 1,400 of us there. We're completely outsung and they couldn't believe it on the day. And that was my favourite memory of the Enfield FC link.
Yeah, and you know what, the information like this we're getting now on camera, the young supporters who weren't around then, and now look at Enfield Town and they see maybe 50 supporters behind the goal making a bit of noise. Just goes to show what potential there actually was and still is, maybe to recreate as near as Enfield FC as we can. You know,
without
now, in your Enfield days, who was your all-time favourite Enfield FC player?
Me, Gary Abbott.
Gary Abbott was still playing a couple of years ago, I think.
He was managing a little while ago.
Hastings United.
And his son now plays. Barney now plays. So I don't know whether Barney's with the club, but mine personally, simply as a character and a complete off-the-wall character, Al James Hannigan.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved him to death.
Yeah.
Absolute bag of wall he was. He was a nutcase, but funniest one of the funniest. What a committed player. Great committed player, lovely fella as well. Off the pitch as well as on the pitch.
Yeah. Now moving forward, Enfield Town FC was formed in 2001. What was your involvement when that kicked off in 2001? Here we are. We all voted yes. We're going to form Enfield Town FC. 92-8. It was voted percentage.
Yeah.
What was your involvement during that time?
Well, I think both of us are thinking, how the heck are we going to do this, really?
Yeah.
I mean, not having a stadium, but then Brimsdown luckily said, yeah, we can use that facility. They got all the on the pitch side sorted, but then hadn't thought about any of the other sort of stuff, the background, ballroom, safety.
How did you pay to get people to come in and pay when it was not dissimilar to a nice park? Because there was no there was a post and rail around it, there was no other barrier. So on match days we used to have to create a ground. We used to have to create via the orange fencing and the road spike things. We created an area where you'd have to come through to go through to watch the game.
And of course, the late Roy Butler had a bit of big involvement.
Without doubt.
Roy was, instigated, and we, between him, myself and him and a few others, we all sort of pulled together and organised all that on the day. Jim Chandler, our old manager, was very influential with getting. He got our first turnstile from us. Came from the old Smithfield Market. It was a pay box at the Smithfield Market, and I remember going and getting it, bringing it back, and setting it in place at Brimsdown. And
it worked.
It worked. It done the job for a couple of seasons, and then we
had
moved
on from there. Mobile T-bar.
Yeah, mobile T-bar was a gazebo.
Under a gazebo.
Some tables under a gazebo.
Yeah.
Hot water pumps.
Yeah.
But we did it.
Yeah, to get started.
We did it. We did
it.
You
just do. You just get on and do what you've
Mrs.
got
R
to do.
and Jess, they ran the T-bar. They did it.
We eventually got a proper sort of T-bar facility.
Yep.
It was a big step up.
Just like yourself, we've spoken to many other volunteers, and some of them lightly paid volunteers. Without them, obviously, like I said, the club wouldn't have the heartbeat. But who would you have the most respect for within the Enfield Town organisation? The person that you would look up to?
Neil Butterfield.
Yeah, Neil. Neil does so much work that people don't actually realise. Jack does an awful lot of work.
Lucas,
yeah, the groundsman.
Work. He's here during the day when no one knows he's even here and things like that.
Dave Hicks.
Mr. Hicks, a lot of background work,
raising funds.
Things that go on. There's lots of things that go on that your average supporter that come on a Saturday, pay their 10 quid, whatever, come in, go up, have a couple of beers, watch the game, and may stay for one after, they may not, they may go straight off. But there's so much goes on, even after they've gone home, there's still stuff goes on, the tidying up, cleaning up, locking up. You've got to make sure everything's put away and shut down and switched off and whatever. So there's lots of there's Neil and Jack and Dave do a tremendous amount. So,
and in their day would have been little Ronnie.
Oh yeah, in their day, Mr. Butler used to, you know, when we was at
Ronnie
Ron when he was down there took over from Roy.
And the sad thing also, those two did so much in the formation of the club.
Exactly.
And then right on almost the day we moved into the new stadium.
Yep.
Both of them.
Yeah, never see a ball kicked here. Never see a ball kicked here. They're watching us. They're watching us. Don't worry about it.
Now you told us you're Al James Hannigan and your favourite Gary Abbott. In the short time that Enfield Town have been running, which is like 15, 16 years now.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite Enfield Town player? I could guess who it is, but who would you say your Enfield Town man is?
That's quite a tough one because we've had a lot of turnover of players. Some
that team up there.
Yeah,
they're my favourites.
I don't think you could
say
too many to mention one person on their own. I think generally, the first team was the first year. The first team were
the original team
because they were all lads who wanted to play for
Daniel
with
Clark,
each other.
Johnny Ridout.
There's so many people that you could mention. You could go on again forever, but I don't think one particular person sticks out. I
thought Rudy might have stole your heart.
I love Rudy.
Rudy wasn't there at the start.
No, he wasn't.
He came a little bit later, but Rudy was a total character.
It was one of Chandler's children.
Yeah. There was a little group of players that played for Enfield Town generally that we knew as Chandler's children. It was in an old Enfield FC programme of a youth team that Jim used to run at the football club, at the old football club.
99.9%.
And lots of them people actually ended up playing for Enfield Town because they were then in their mid-20s. And that's how a lot of them ended up playing for Jim because they'd sort of all gone off and had families and whatever, or gone to uni and stuff like that, and then come back. And that's how a lot of them. But to pick out one particular player, I think it's difficult. Too difficult. There's too many great memories and great people.
Fair enough.
And which a lot of them we still have contact with quite regularly.
Yeah. Now, husband and wife, you're here, putting so much time in. We've seen Jessie around, and she's given her time in and out. Okay. Now we've had Mr. and Mrs. Farenden holding the fort here at the club for many years, so since day one. We've seen Jessie, the daughter, in and out, doing her bits of voluntary work. Is there the next generation coming through, Evie and Theo? We've seen them around at the club.
Yeah, probably Evie, because she loves baking and she loves being involved. So I think she's going to carry on. I think she will.
Yeah, Evie will. I'm not sure with Theo at the moment. He's just completely disruptive.
He's a vandal.
Person.
You can see one takes from the grandmother's side, and the other one takes from the grandfather's side on that aspect.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, the Farendens.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.